Hello everyone, welcome back. If you are new here, I am being Queen B. So, I haven't posted for a very long time because let me tell you, my mental health and myself could not come to an understanding and I just didn't know what to do. So, I quieted down and just got off, like literally off of everything. So I'm back and ready to roll. So when I started this YouTube channel, I started it for makeup, hair, and skincare. But unfortunately, YouTube has chosen for me a niche. So I'm dealing with lifestyle and self-care and cleaning motivation. I don't know how it's going to be since I have stayed very long without posting, but I hope I'm going to get back on the roll. First things first, when we are doing hygiene, the first thing that always troubles us is down there, like the I do not know how to hold a conversation, especially like this. And whenever I have written something down, I always tend to forget. I don't know if that happens to me or it happens to a lot of YouTubers. So I tend to forget. So if you see me looking sideways or looking somewhere, I am checking with my notes. So we are going to talk about 10 tips. I know there are a lot of tips that will make you feel fresh down there because this is a lot of things. It really lowers someone's self-confidence, especially when your partner tells you, like, you know what, honey, down there's like a smell. Tip number one, wiping backwards. As a kid, I wasn't really taught how to wipe. I had to do research because I used to get infected. These are things that teachers don't talk about and parents don't talk about, especially if you come from an African home. You know that there's some topics that our parents do not talk about, but these are things that we were not taught. So I had to take my time. I had to do research because every time I was treating yeast infections, I was treating a lot of infections, but there were infections that were coming back. So I had to do research on wiping. So this is the thing, when you wipe, like backwards going front, you're inviting the bacteria from the back part to come into the front part. That is not really good bacteria for your hoo-ha you get. So wiping front going backwards is the main thing. That's how wiping is supposed to be done. And I'm hoping that the teachers of nowadays teach that to the girls. Number two is foods to eat. Now, pineapple has been known that when you take a reasonable amount of it, it is said that it is going to help with the odor of your hoo-ha, and it is also going to help cleanse. I know vagina cleanses itself, but this is also going to be part of it that is going to help your hoo-ha to clean. I also know that the nutrients that are found in the pineapple are really good for your skin. If you are allergic to pineapple, because I know a lot of people are allergic to pineapple, you can as well use cranberries. Number three, do not, is it douche, however you pronounce it depends with your native language. A lot of women feel hygienic when they do the douching of the hoo-ha after they've had, the intercourse and after they've done their when they're done with their period. However, they found that these can really mess up with your vagina. It will just make the pH of down there really imbalanced, which it's something that we do not really want, because douching or douching really eliminates the good bacteria that help our hoo-ha to fight the infections. And number four, avoid scented body wash. I am a victim. I love it when I come out of the shower and my body is smelling fresh and my shower is smelling fresh for like, because when this scented soap or body wash get into the hoo-ha, it really messes with the pH balance. So when it comes to body wash, I do not recommend it gets anywhere close to your hoo-ha because it's not going to end well for you. I tell you, I am a fan of really good smells, good scents, even though whenever I use them I find myself have my sinuses awakens, but at the end of the day it's worth it because I smell so nice. But it's not really good for my hoo-ha, and I did realize that whenever I am using this scented that really smells strong, really smell nice, when somebody gets into your house like I love that smell, I always end up treating a lot of infections, like the recurring infections. Yes, those kind of infections. Now to some people these might look so extreme, but changing your pants after every 6 months is really recommended, because let's say that you've got an infection. Even if we say you disinfect it, we're not really sure that the infection is out, so that it gives it another chance of reinfecting yourself again. That is really going to bring a lot of problems, because there is a lot of buildup of bacteria. Because when you wash it, however much you aerate it to the sun, because it is said that the sun is going to burn the bacteria, it is going to have the underwear is still going to have a lot of bacteria buildup that needs to be eliminated. And the only way you can eliminate the bacteria is just by throwing it and forgetting that it ever existed and getting yourself a new one. Number 6, washing your underwears separately. Yes, I said it. I was a victim. I used to do this, like, I don't know, 2 years ago. I used to do this. But, underwears need to be washed separately, because whatever is in the main dress that you're wearing and that is in the underwear is really different. So the bacteria come up and meet up, and then it forms another new bacteria. And that also being said, I would really recommend when you wash, you hand wash your underwears. That really helps you remove that stain, those stubborn stains that really don't really want to go. That also really helps get the stains out. Number 7, avoid tight clothes. When you wear that tight cloth, you're going to sweat, and there is nowhere that the sweat is going to go to. And maybe you're out for maybe 6, 7, 8 hours. You're going to be uncomfortable there, and that is where there's a lot of buildup. Because also at the same time, remember, there's friction going on as you're sweating, and when the friction is going on, that bruises, and when the bruise meets the sweat of a place that holds bacteria, the end result. Do not wash down there with sponge. Yes, do not wash down there with sponge. When you use a sponge and you put it there, let's say you've used it for a week, or you've used it for a week is too long, right? Let's say you've used it for 2 days, the bacteria is going to be there. Wash them and take them out to dry. Because when you leave it in the bathroom, and we love showering with hot water, so when we leave it in the bathroom, that moist that is in the bathroom is going to attach itself in the sponge, and that brings up a buildup of bacteria. And the reason why I'm saying avoid is because that place is really delicate. So when you use a sponge to scrub down there, it's going to have blisters. That is a playground for bacteria. Use your fingers for the best results. It does the best job. Last but not least, choose a breathable underwear. I know this seems obvious, but it's not really obvious for other people. Choose a breathable underwear. Choose a breathable material for your underwear. It is said cotton, because cotton absorbs sweat, it absorbs discharge. The cotton underwear will leave your hoo-ha dry and also feeling fresh, since it absorbs all the liquid. Who doesn't want that? Regardless of that, thank you guys very much. If you haven't subscribed until this point, there's a subscribe button down there, and there's also a notification box the other side. Make sure that you make use of it and join the family. Otherwise, bye, and I will see you on my next video.